I'm Tom McNally, and welcome to my video series on improvisation. In this video, I'm going to share with you a foundational exercise which will not only strengthen your sense of rhythm, but also lay the groundwork for a number of exercises that I'm going to show you later. Basically, you set your metronome to quarter note equals 40 and play quarter notes for as long as you can. Now the idea is to play the quarter notes dead in the middle of the beat, to the point where you can't even hear the metronome click. So it'll look something like this. What seems like a fairly simple exercise is actually quite challenging. It often takes a lot of patience to be able to nail those quarter notes with that kind of accuracy at such a slow tempo, which is one of the reasons the exercise is so beneficial. I'll talk more about the extensions that you can do with this exercise later on, but for now, the most logical extension of this exercise is to play whole notes as well as quarter notes. So for instance, again, a fairly simple exercise. The purpose of the whole notes in this case is twofold. One is it forces you to listen to your tone, the sound that you're producing on your instrument, which can help you hone in on what you want to do with the actual sound that you produce. And the other thing that it does is it helps expand your sense of time in terms of linear time for playing. Now the use of this is, a lot of times when people are beginning improvisers, they tend to get real nervous and sort of freeze up because they don't know, where to put things or how to structure their ideas, all that kind of stuff over a longer period of time. This literally trains you to hear in longer stretches of time, and it'll put you in a more relaxed mindset when you're playing. So that's the quarter note equals 40 exercise. I recommend that you use this as a warm-up. Again, aim for about 2 to 5 minutes of being able to nail the beats dead in the center. So I'm going to break down that little intro piece from the beginning of the video now and show you how I came to that. First of all, it's quarter note equals 40, and the whole idea is that although at the beginning of this exercise you just pick one note and play your quarter notes to it, eventually you want to get to the point where you're improvising melodically, musically at a slow tempo, right? So what I did for this one is it's based around G minor and the G minor pentatonic scale. And the whole time that I'm playing that, I'm keeping this G in my ear. So that's our basic tonal center. So the melody starts on the 11th, which in this case is C. So that's going to be the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And that's the first phrase. So that's 2 long notes on C, so held out for the entire beat. And then the B flat, which is the 3rd fret of the G string, is quite a bit quieter. And then the D, which is the 4th beat, is a punch staccato note. And the idea is just to make an interesting musical phrase, so there's contrast and contour within the phrase. So that's the first. Now the second phrase is basically a simple sort of response to this. So you're going to go... Okay, so the third phrase then is sort of like a B section to those first 2 melodic figures. I'm going to do a video on thinking melodically and structurally, so that'll come later on. But for now, it's just sort of a second part to give another bit of dimension to the melody we're playing. So this is all going to be on the 2nd string, and you're going to start on the 6th fret. And that's an F, by the way, which is the dominant 7 or the flatted 7 in the key of G. 3rd note, D, and then you slide up and pop that G. So it follows the same sort of rhythmic contour of the first phrase. Final phrase, C, up to D, and then pop that G and you're done. And that's basically how that goes. So I encourage you to improvise your own phrases and try and develop your own little melodies out of them and play them along with the metronome. Happy practicing. I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you.